Hey kids, do you have rules you have to follow? Like no talking when the teacher is talking? Or no dessert until you eat your dinner? Or no playing until your homework is done?
What happens when you break those rules? Do you get in big trouble?
Well, in this lesson, we're going to talk about the very first time anyone broke a rule.
Their names were Adam and Eve, and they were the first people to ever live.
God put Adam in the garden and gave him one simple rule. God put Adam in a place named the Garden of Eden. He had him there so he could take care of it.
In the garden, there were a bunch of trees that made yummy fruit that Adam could eat.
But there was one tree called the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God told Adam to never eat from this tree.
Things were going pretty well, but Adam was lonely, so God gave him a wife. God made Eve so Adam wouldn't be alone anymore.
God made Eve out of one of Adam's ribs while he was asleep. That seems kind of weird, but God knew what he was doing.
Adam and Eve lived happily in the garden and followed God's one simple rule.
Well, at first they did anyway. The serpent tricked Adam and Eve into eating from the tree.
One of the animals in the garden, the serpent, tricked Adam and Eve into breaking God's one rule.
They ate the fruit that they were told not to eat. And when they did, they realized that they had sinned.
They were so ashamed that they ran away and hid from God. When God found out what they have done, he knew he had to punish them.
So he kicked them out of the Garden of Eden. Sometimes we want to hide from God when we make the wrong choice. Kids, when we break the rules, sometimes we want to run from God too.
We don't want to see how we hurt his feelings, and we don't want to be punished.
But God doesn't punish us to be mean. He does it to teach us a lesson and to keep us safe.
In fact, he knows we're going to break the rules. That's why he sent Jesus, to forgive us.
So don't run away. Remember that he will forgive you and that he loves you.
And show God you love him by following his rules in the future. Memory verse: do not let sin control the way you live. Do not give in to sinful desires.
So kids, remember, next time you talk in class or refuse to eat your vegetables, remember the story of Adam and Eve.
Try your hardest not to break the rules. But even if you do, remember, God will forgive you.
Hey kids and parents, if you want to learn more about obedience
Or what is sin, check out the links below.